second, in terms of adoption for transactional values, I think that's just a matter of time. So again, I keep going back to the Amazon analogy, which is that every good idea of the 99-2000 tech boom eventually made money and was widely used. It just was premature. So I think that we just have to have some patience here where this becomes more widely used, because this over-dependence on the US dollar is a real problem, which is that the world has never seen a situation like this where it is so dependent on one currency. The world has had reserve currencies before. Before the US dollar, it was the British pound. Before that, the French currency. Before that, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the Dutch currencies. They were all, for about 100 years or so, used as the main currencies around the world for transacting, the main currencies that people would want to hold as store of value. Eventually there was always something else around the corner to take the place of that reserve currency after about 100 years or so that it had spent at the top, and it began to look very overstretched. In every instance, there was an alternative waiting around the corner. This time, the unusual problem is that we just don't have an alternative. The Chinese economy has emerged as the second largest economy in the world. Its currency should naturally have emerged as a second tier currency to the US dollar and an alternative eventually. But China, because of its unique rise, which is that it's a very closed system, its leaders want to have maximum control over the system, and no one really trusts holding the Chinese currency. That's why China has just not been able to emerge as a financial superpower. China has emerged as an economic superpower, as a military superpower, but just not as a financial superpower. And that's causing a real problem. So I think that the window of opportunity is open for alternatives to emerge, for the likes of Bitcoin to be used as an alternative. It's been used already as a transaction currency in certain pockets. I had some ex-colleagues of mine visiting from Dubai, and they were telling me that that they're also for property transactions and stuff. Bitcoin is now being used like a lot more, arguably, possibly by the Russians, but still it's beginning to be used. So I think that we need more legitimacy to come through, as you say, for a transactional basis. But I just think it's going to be a matter of time.